Fire signs, welcome into the weekly reading. Let's go. All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Tiana Louise here, intuitive coach Sultan with your weekly reading. This reading, again, is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That could be your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign. We're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your soul connection. This is the person you consider to be your twin flame, your soulmate, all that good stuff. The label does not matter. All right? And we're going to start off looking at you. But first I want to say thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Channel is growing very nicely. I am working on several projects right now outside of this channel. So my energy is stretched a little thin this week. So instead of doing a full zodiac, we're doing it by elements. I will do that from time to time just to take care of myself while also taking care of you. But no, you can count on me to have the full zodiac for you. We will be back to that next week. All right, so first things first, fire sign. We're going to look at your energy. What's happening in your world this week at this time? What are you going through? Oh, wow. Look, so we have the repellent card, okay? The key word on this card is shielded. So for some reason, you're feeling like you have to protect yourself, feeling under attack. That's the trigger statement. Something is triggering you. Something is causing you to put your guards up, right? The statement, the true statement on this card says, I am strong. So that's the affirmation you want to carry with you this week. Whenever you feel like you're under attack, whenever you feel like you have to be on the defense, watch your back, look out for yourself. And the affirmation or the message underneath the affirmation, I can't speak. The message underneath the affirmation says, you will clearly see what you are taking on from outside influences and release. Your energetic boundaries are fortified. So I really feel like this week it's important for you to not only manage your energy, but remain crystal clear about what's yours and what's not yours. A lot of you may be very empathic, very sensitive, easily able to pick up other people's energy, and so that may make you feel like you have to guard yourself, shield yourself. You don't want to do that, right? You want to stand true in who it is you are, stay centered, stay grounded, and trust that you'll be able to see and separate out what it is you should and should not be taking on, right? So very important for you to take care of yourself this week and to make sure you are grounding, you are getting out in nature and earthing, you are meditating, you are doing all of the things that make you feel in balance, because there's going to be some stuff coming up this week. Maybe dealing with certain people who trigger you, something like that, different circumstances coming up that may put you on alert, right? But that's no way to be, because when you are on alert, it's impossible to be your true self, right? Because you're not trusting. It's like sleeping with one eye open. You can't fully get to a resting place. So let's clarify this. See if we can get some information, more information about this message, what it's all about. Okay, so we have, wow, whoa, okay, so we have some heavy major arcana here. We have the Magician card, we have the World card, and then we have the Five of Pentacles card. And I don't read reversals. I don't feel the need to. So what this is telling to me, and look at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So you're feeling on the defense right now because it's like you want to move forward and something or someone you feel like is keeping you stuck. What I'm getting is this is something that you've been dealing with for quite a while now, going round and round and round in a circle, literally trying to claw your way out of some hole you feel like you're trapped inside of. And that makes you feel like, you know, the world is against you, the people around you are against you, like no one has your back, right? But this is victim mode energy right here. And this kind of energy will keep you right here, literally hanging from this tree, right? Not being able to cut yourself loose. The good news about the Hangman is it is a card of enlightenment. So this is not happening to you. This is actually happening for you to teach you something. But your job is to get clear on the lesson. And you can't get clear on the lesson when you're too wrapped up about what the circumstances are doing to you or making you feel, right? Because here's the deal. This is a negative energy. Let's just keep it real here. This does not feel good, right? But there's a saying, you have to learn how to become comfortable in the uncomfortability. And that's one of the lessons that's coming out here. I also feel like you're nearing the end of this cycle, whatever this is, like you're going to come out on the other side of it. But you got to be willing to fully feel the feelings around it. And for that, you got to let go, right? You can't keep holding on. So the Hangman is also a card of like holding on to things. Right? Holding on, not letting go, not surrendering, being afraid to. So I don't like that because that kills your creativity, that kills your ability to truly manifest yourself out of a situation, to come up with the solutions. You can't receive the good ideas when you're too busy looking at what's wrong, what's hurting, what's not working, replaying over and over again. And for me, this is telling me you're really clear on why you feel this way, but you're not clear on how to not feel this way anymore, how to get yourself out of this situation. Okay, so let's see what the karmic energy is around this. And for those of you who are interested, this is the Essential Oils Oracle deck. This deck right here that I'm about to pull from is one that I really, really like. And I just got it. It's called the Galactic Heritage Cards. So what's the karmic energy behind this? Like, why are you not able to release this cycle? Okay. Like I said, victim. Feeling left behind, feeling left out in the cold, abandonment, right? That's the key theme coming up for you right now. And here's the deal. Don't feel bad about this. With this new moon in Capricorn energy opposite Saturn that just occurred, with all of the eclipse energies that we just came out of last month and this month, this kind of stuff is coming up so that it can be cleared out once and for all. Your job, and when I say once and for all, you know, don't take that as like finality, because as long as we're living, breathing humans, there will always be things for us to work through within ourselves, things that we have to, you know, learn, lessons we have to learn, things we have to heal. That's just the nature of being a human being. But I feel like this is some stuff that you've carried from your past for a long time, like issues that have just affected you in like every single relationship you've been in, every single job you've been in, all of that stuff. And it's because it's this past life energy of abandonment. This is not only past life, this is deep inner child soul wounding. And you've been looking externally, right? And internally. Like, I do get that you've been doing some work on yourself, right? This World card here doesn't sit here for anything. This lets me know that you've been, you know, trying to excavate this out of you. And Spirit is saying, okay, that's cool, but So what we have to know about our shadow side is it's a part of us. It's with us. It's going to always be with us. We learn to relate to it by being able to fully acknowledge it, feel it, and love it, not repel it or push it away. See, that just keeps it attached to us, actually. Okay? And so the other thing too, a lot of the times when we carry this kind of energy, we start looking at other people as them being at fault. And so then we try to repel those people and we try to remove those people and block those people, when really, you know, you could go through your whole life and you probably have been cutting a lot of people off, trying to shield yourself and telling yourself that you're, you know, cutting cords and, you know, surrounding yourself with only positive people, etc., etc. But somehow, some way, the same people who, you know, you keep around because they are quote unquote better for you, somehow, some way along the line, even that ends up turning sour. And it's like that keeps happening because it's holding up a mirror to you that, yeah, other people may be at fault here. I'm not saying that no one else is doing anything to you or not attacking you, but you got to turn the mirror on you, because that's all they are to you, is your mirror. They're showing this to you. Okay? And that's what you have to heal. Okay? And so that abandonment card talks about all of us having karmic issues to clear, right? And the thing is, for many humans, many of us carry these issues of abandonment, and they leave such deep scars, right? And so you have to really take an honest look at yourself and all of the challenges that have been created within this energy, so that you can understand what it is there to teach you, to show you. Okay? Because when we are feeling abandoned, when we are feeling lonely, when we are feeling disconnected, lost, guilty, all of that, it's because we've truly disconnected ourselves, not from other people, but from our source, from our own internal source. We've disconnected from ourselves. And so let's look at how Spirit wants you to get reconnected. And right when I picked up this deck, which is the numerology guidance cards, I immediately saw the surrender card. So that's a message there for you, to surrender, to let go. I've been working with a lot of clients this week around issues of trust, regarding, you know, being abandoned, being betrayed. And I found myself saying over and over again, you know, the thing about trust is it's something you either do or you don't. There's no in between. You can hang in the balance around it for forever, and you will never get anywhere as a result, because trust is not something that you give to anyone else. Number one, trust is something that lives in you. It's the confidence and the empowerment that you have within yourself that you can extend to another person, right? But you cannot use it as a way to control or in any way try and determine the behavior of another human being. Okay? So you either trust or you don't trust. And I get a lot of people, they don't trust. They feel that they can't trust. And the thing about that is that hurts no one but the person who's not trusting. You're the person that's missing out, because in the world of not trusting, you're not free to be who you truly are. You have to become this person who is on guard, who is always, looking out, looking over their shoulder, checking to make sure that they're not being attacked. So, for you, the key, forgiveness. Yep, forgiveness of yourself. Whatever this is, it wasn't your fault, right? And, you've tried to protect yourself from it. And as a result of that, maybe you haven't necessarily always felt the best as a result of that, right? You haven't always, you feel like maybe you've, missed out on some stuff, or are missing out, or, may not be complete, or may miss out on some experiences and situations as a result of being in this energy, and not being able to let go of it. So you have to really forgive yourself for that. And you have to forgive the others who hurt you, who created whatever pain, whatever experience connected to you feeling out in the cold, left alone, right? And that probably goes back into, your deep past. And then you have to really tune into your intuition here. Let your intuition lead. See, the thoughts and the decisions that you are making, shielding yourself, not trusting, viewing others as the enemy or as the person who is at fault. There's something wrong with them. They created this. I can't do this because they've done this, that kind of thing. That's not your higher self speaking, which is what this card talks about. Because see, your higher self will never ever tell you to cut yourself off from other people, from life. Your higher self will never lead you in that direction, because your higher self is connected to Source, and Source is love and unity. Source is not separation. Source doesn't know separation, because there is no separation. And so when this card comes up with the forgiveness card, this is telling me that you have to do the thing that, like, it's not the thought that automatically snaps into your head that leads you to make some decision where you're separating yourself from people, or, making a determination that, oh, I can't be with them, or I can't relate to them, or I can't be in this situation because of them, or this or that. That's the ego mind. It's the quiet thought underneath that comes up that likely offers you the invitation to, number one, really feel the pain around it. And then number two, to take some sort of an action that probably scares you or makes you feel uncomfortable. That's your intuition talking. And that's the voice that would say something like, you should just forgive yourself for this. And you should just forgive them, or you should forgive this. Like, this didn't happen to tear you down. Like, you learned something from this. This is the voice that offers you a higher perspective, right? So that's the voice you want to listen to this week. And in order to hear that voice, you really have to get still and be in tune. And you really want to do that, because look what's on the bottom of the deck. Karmic completion, fire sign. Karmic completion. You're ready to wrap some things up and move forward. That's why we have this World card here. And I love the World card. This is about, something good coming into manifestation after a period of challenge, after a period of confusion and being, feeling stuck. Like, finally you've, stepped out of that. And now you're ready to step into a brand new experience. Okay, but you got to deal with the muck first. So that's where you are. Let's see where your person is. What's happening in their world. Okay. So your person, what's happening in their world? What are they experiencing? So look at this energy. Word for them to ground into this week: gratitude, right? What's the trigger statement? What's in their experience? Feeling overwhelmed, right? Feeling bogged down. I like the essential oil that's being suggested here, which is lime. Lime is an oil that invigorates, wakes up the senses, gives us a burst of motivation, picks us up when we may feel like laying down, and gets us moving, right? And that's the affirmation for this card: I am moving. So this is about, taking action. The message on the card says the time for planning is complete. Take action, no matter how small. Begin today. So your person may be feeling like they, want to move, but they can't because maybe they have too much to do, or they're just really busy, feel like, they're spinning their wheels, not really going anywhere. And what Spirit is saying is, okay, I get that you might feel that way, but it's not about taking big leaps. It's about taking small, methodical baby steps, putting one foot in front of the other. Okay? So let's see what else is going on. What can we get from the tarot to help us with that? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, we have the Hermit, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, and look at that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So I really feel like your person, fire sign, is just, in their soul space right now, like really dealing with themselves and really having the bigger philosophical questions on their mind and on their heart at this time. And I'm just going to turn on a little more light because it's getting dark outside. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they're dealing with the bigger questions of who am I? What is my purpose? What am I here for? Why am I doing what I'm doing, right? What really are my intentions? And it makes sense that could be coming up right now. We do have the new moon in Cancer that just passed, which whenever a new moon comes about, we are always looking at our intentions. But I feel like this person is really taking some time to really just think about and shine a light on some areas of their life that, just haven't necessarily felt good or felt like they were complete. Like, I'm getting the sense they feel like they could do better in some areas, but, they don't know how. They're in this Knight of Pentacles energy. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who, he analyzes. He thinks about things. He doesn't just make a move. And with this Hermit card, this is letting me know there's some deep thinking going on, spending a lot of time in solitude, answering the question of how do I move forward? Six of Swords, right? Where do I go from here? I know I want to get out of here. I know I want to move away from here, but how do I do that? And so, they may actually be looking at how to actually move physical locations, move house, move job, do something that just feels better to them, right? I get a sense of really wanting to, have more happiness, more joy in their life. And look what comes out at the bottom of the deck. We have the Nine of Swords, and look at this. Woo. Eight of Swords. Yeah. So very much overthinking, overanalyzing, and feeling some stress as a result of that. Answering the big questions. Okay. And I feel like that, it's kind of was in your energy too, having to look at some of the bigger issues that, we carry with us, and being willing to answer the big question of what am I going to do about this? How do I get beyond this? Am I really I don't want to be stuck here. And for this person, it's really causing them a lot of grief, pain. This person, I feel like, has suffered some loss, right? Or gotten themselves into a situation that they really feel trapped in. They don't know how to get out of. And this came up in your energy too, letting your mind get the best of you. You can't let that happen, fire sign. Got to stay grounded. You got to stay moving. So let's see what karmic energy is connected to this. Your person is going through it, fire sign. Indeed. A lot of energy of thinking, and we have the Hermit here, so Virgo energy, if that resonates. The Sun, that's Leo, so we have Virgo and Leo here. Yeah, oh wow, you guys are in the same place, trying to find a karmic balance, right? Trying to find peace within oneself, seeking harmony, right? And looking for knowledge to do so. I feel like that's what your person is up to. That's why we have all of this swords energy, all of this analyzing. So they may be seeking out a lot of, spiritual knowledge, knowledge in general on how to, handle thought and emotion. Because they're so introspective at this time. And so with this seeking karmic balance, the card really asks you to, take a look at what's been repeating in your life. What kind of cycles have been, happening over and over and over again, right? And when you notice that, it's nothing to become afraid of, but to really understand that, this is karma at play. And the obstacles that come with these perceived limitations are really the gifts that are going to help you grow, right? You have to be open to the lessons that are being presented, though. And so I feel like right now your person is looking at all of this and really, trying to find some kind of way to change their own patterns, their own habits, to neutralize this karma so that they can stop repeating, whatever this is, And, wisdom is the thing that neutralizes karma, because it's not about what you go through, it's about what you learn from it. And when you learn the lesson and you carry the wisdom forward, that's what helps move you. And so this person, whether you know it or not, they're seeking this kind of wisdom at this time. So they're really, paying attention to, to themselves. And I'm getting that they're not necessarily liking everything that they're seeing about themselves, but they're sitting with it. But with this Eight of Swords here, I feel like they're sitting with it for a little too long, because see, the thing is, you're supposed to notice, right? You notice what you notice about yourself, what you need to change, and then with that, you take action to move forward. But a lot of the times what we do is, because, you know, some of this stuff that we go through on a day-to-day basis is hard to look at. You know, it's hard to look at our shadow sides and the things that, you know, aren't necessarily positive about ourselves, and know that we have to make a change, not even be, you know, we're not even certain 100% on how to make that change. And then at the same time having to deal with whatever karma has been, you know, created around us. Like, you know, it's a big deal to not only admit your mistakes, but then do something about them, right? Having to deal with the cause and effect that, you know, you likely were the source of it. You were the source of it. That's a heavy burden to carry. But again, we're in a time where we're moving out of feeling, you know, guilty and blaming ourselves for the things that we've quote unquote done wrong, and moving into a time where we learn to forgive ourselves, love ourselves, and carry the wisdom forward by making positive, productive new choices. So if you've been wondering, you know, if they're feeling what you feel, yep. So let's look at how they are feeling about you, how they're feeling about you, what's happening in the connection between you two. And so when it comes to their energy toward you, let's see what that looks like. When they think of you, what does their energy look like? Wow, look, we have the Magician. That's very creative energy. We have the Happy Family, that's 10 of Cups energy. Whoa, and we have the Man holding the Heart. Wow, love it, love it, love it. And look, and they're thinking about all of that too, strategy. So what we're gonna do is jump on over to the extended and take a look at all of this energy. What is there wanting to do with this, you know, what potentially can come out of this. You know, what's the next step for you two? All right, so if you want to join me over in the extended, where we will keep doing a deep dive into the connection between you and your person, the link for that is below. Thank you so much for liking this video. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonated for you. I'll see you over in the extended. Peace.